Yeah.
Like I said, um, the women, like I said, you can find great ones. And when I hear about the stories of the guys who got scammed, you can pretty much ask probably two or three questions, and it'll give you everything you need to know as to why you got scammed. Where'd you meet her at?
Mm-hmm.
What's the family life like? If you can kind of ask two or three questions in rotation to kind of give you an idea of survival mentality, and they're just looking for a come up. And it's sad, but it's the truth. But like I said, I'd rather deal with somebody who has something going for themselves. And for
Mm-hmm.
me, you can't put an age on that, bro. Like if you really got it going for you, bro, like I I can honestly see myself. Like I said, I find myself attracted to women who are go getters, man. I mean, there's nothing better. I mean, girl got her own condo and shit. Like, come on, man. Houses and compounds. Could have been family money, but who cares? She's got her own now. She's doing her own thing now. So she's been able to expand her own way.
Mm-hmm. And you're
You
right.
can't.
You're completely right. Her family paid for her first two clinics. Fine. Her family, but she pretty much paid for everything else. She.
Exactly.
So it's like, and I don't know. It's like, I don't know, man. It's
Shit.
just,
I like girls with family money. Fuck. That makes it even better. I
hell
mean,
yeah.
but it is something that, it could be a need to build for themselves or whatever. And the crazy thing is, I kind of feel like a lot of guys believe that dealing with some of these women, the ones that have money, they may look at them in a different way. Like, oh, they're just spoiled, they're just rich, and, they kind of have mean attitudes. Or, like I say, you're having these presumptive
Yep.
thoughts about them before you get a chance to know them. Now, in fairness, I've had my moments wherein, before I really got to hang out with my rich Asian friends and I got to know what it was like to be on that side of everything, I used
Fun.
to probably look at them a certain way, like, man, why the fuck I want to hang out with these pretentious motherfuckers? I don't, what the fuck am I gonna get from these guys, all right? Change your whole perspective, man. Some of them been to the United States, man. They've vacation in certain places every year. I go to China, Singapore, and places like that, and they share some great experiences, man. And it's always good to have the foreigner in the corner, man. Some of them just enjoy it, so I'm all in.
I'll be the token foreigner. I have no problem at all being there. I'm like, yep, that's me. That's me. But at the
I'll
same
show up
time,
every
is
day.
when you hang out with those type of people, they pay for their own way. They literally
They
be
do.
like, like pretty much you don't even have to pay for. Like they'll offer, like, I'll pay it. They'll be like, what's the word? Taya. It's ako taya. Ako taya. I'm it today. So it's like they're like, I'll take care of this. And they'll do that stuff. You get it next time, Mike. You get it next time. I'm like, all right, cool. And then all of a sudden, next
Works
time
for me.
happens, I'm like, listen, I got it. Like, no, 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 bro, don't worry. I just closed the deal. Get it next time.
I'm good, man. Yeah, man. We're celebrating, or it's a we thing, not a me thing, right? It's
Yeah.
like, yo, we are celebrating. Like, bro, you did this all yourself, man. I wasn't a part of it, but they want to invite you out because you're cool and you're the friend, and they want you to be able to share in their successes as well. You can't buy that shit, bro. Like the mentality that a lot of foreigners get when they think about Filipinos, openness, friendliness, and good hospitality in general, of course. Um, that hospitality is times 1 million when you're dealing with your rich Asian friends, man. It's just different. They always take care of you. Like they always want to invite you out. They always want to, just have you guys around because it's cool for them. It makes, like you said, being the token foreigner guy, man. It looks good to have a foreign friend, right?
Yep.
Somebody that you can brag about. Yeah, this is my friend Mike from the United States, man. Yeah, he just got here a couple days ago, man. We're just out celebrating and having fun. And don't get me wrong, they bring the women around too, for sure. They everybody knows somebody who knows somebody. But it does take. I love this is the part right here. If you want to break into those areas, it does take somebody to vouch for you. Let's keep it real. You're not just
Yes.
gonna fucking double dutch your way into that bitch. Like it's oh yeah, I'm foreigner, so let me just talk to these girls in this area. It doesn't work that way. You kind of need somebody to vouch for you. Like yo, this is my boy Mike. He's cool as shit. I met him here. I know him and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
then that networking begins, right? Because a lot of people, even rich Filipinos, they look at people like they're trying to use them for a come up too. So the same problems that foreigners potentially have, you know, the rich Filipinos kind of have that issue as well with certain people too. So they're
Yes.
pretty skeptical about who they let into their circles. Legitly, they're very skeptical. Unfortunately, me and my darker skin complexion, until they realize that I'm American, I kind of look Nigerian, so it kind of rubs them a little differently. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, man. You guys know they're known for their scams. I'm gonna be honest with myself. So in some situations, it does take somebody to vouch for you, and as long as you got that guy, it's my boy Mike. He's cool, man. Known him for a long time. Yo, you in there? Because they genuinely want to get to know people, but they have to be reserved because they don't know who's out to get them. Like, they walk around with their security too, man. They don't play. So it gets fucking serious. So you need somebody in those circles to take care of you and watch out for you and vouch for you.
Yeah, most of
From
them
my
got
experience.
trained by their parents. Their parents trained them like, listen, you have to watch out, you have to beware because this is how we made our money. You have to be watching out. But see,
Mhm.
that a lot of foreigners don't understand. It's easier for a foreigner to get into that crowd than a
Yeah.
Filipino because they know that whole crab mentality of Filipino. So they're wary about the Filipinos to bring into their crowd. They're like we don't
Exactly.
like you need a background check. We need to know your family stuff. We need your worth.
There you
But
go.
as a foreigner, it's like if they enjoy having fun, and so that's why I've met a lot of these people through in BGC just hanging out, Quezon City and stuff like
Word.
that. Like
Always. Yeah,
you
no.
know, and that's just where it is. And it's like, but see, it's funny how, and it's you said like the natural Filipino being friendly being is multiplied times 100 for the richer Filipinos,
Mhm.
and this is where I think a lot of people don't understand. The people who are educated, who have some money, they
Mhm.
actually are the more natural, true Filipino because they're not trying to struggle or try to, claw themselves up to do things. These guys were
Mhm.
raised how to be Filipino. They studied to be Filipino. So they're more
Mhm.
the true Filipino, the one who are educated, a good area, middle class and stuff like that, or even lower middle class, middle class, whatever, because they had
Mhm.
money. And so they're more they're the good Filipinos. But that's where I'm just like, guys, don't go for the. I'm not trying to be a classist person here of like lower educated, but there's more risk to that in my thing
Mhm.
because with
Right.
education you become better. And it's like, but guys want to play the game of like, but I want the low cost entry fee, and then you cannot be
It
the
works
person that
best for you.
complains. Yeah, you can't complain that.
Exactly.
It's just crazy.
You
I
guys
mean,
can't. You can't complain about getting scammed. You can't really complain about having these issues or problems or having to take care of families and sicknesses and hospital bills. It's hard for you to complain when it's almost as if you volunteered as tribute and or signed up for
mm-hmm,
this. This is what you signed up for. And a lot of guys go into this knowing, yo, this
mm-hmm.
is what could potentially be. And if you don't know, when you think it's going to pan out a little differently, but then it doesn't, can you really be mad if it didn't pan out like you thought it would? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just because you thought that you weren't going to have to do something and then you have to do it. So, did you expect? Like I said, it's almost like did you have an expectation for a differing outcome, knowing what you were getting into, the
Yeah,
situation you were getting into. So, for
yeah,
me, I'm good, man. I like being around my rich Asian friends. Like they're cool as hell. I don't have too many of them, but I got enough of them.
yep.
And like I said, it works. It works. It's mutually beneficial. Best way for me to put it. It's mutually beneficial. I don't need your money. I don't want your money. Got my own shit. I just enjoy company. Like you said, I don't mind volunteering to pay for the next time. It just so happens, I don't know if you're trying to impress people or not, but you just take it up every single time we go out. I'm not going to argue with you, but it's definitely a great experience, and I really believe that putting yourself in that situation, like you said, you're dealing with good Filipinos, and you also put yourself in a position to really have a great Filipino experience, right? Because these guys like to go places. And when they go places, they like to travel. They like to travel with friends. Now, one thing that we did not touch on is usually our upper echelon types. I think that's a lonely life, bro, to an extent for a lot of them because now they got their own little packs, their own little
Mm-hmm.
groups and stuff. But if you imagine having to be skeptical of everybody that you allow in your circle and stuff like that, it could be a lonely life because you don't know who you can trust. You don't know who's really in it just to be your friend
Yep.
or whatever, which is why a lot of them choose to go through great lengths to hide what they have.
Yep.
right? You can't hide the fact that you got fucking bodyguards and stuff. I mean, but you go through great lengths to hide what you have so that you can find yourself dealing with people who want to be around you just to want to be around you, not because you have something that they can leech off of or gain from being around you.
I completely agree with that, and that's what I also say is like that's why they're the prime people that would actually date a foreigner, because it's there's not being Filipino, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, well this person might have a different mentality and stuff like that. So sometimes it's better that way to kind of, and that's why if you really look at some of these girls like who are in the come uppings and stuff like that, they literally are married to foreigners, Italians,
Mm-hmm.
like like you see some of these like rich Filipinas, they're marrying outside the Filipino race because they know what's up as well. Because as women, they've met their counterparts who are men in their age, and those dudes are playing around. Those dudes are enjoying the fruitful young girls that they want, and they'll play the game. And those girls are like, we don't want those guys because as you have
Exactly.
money, you have options, So
Mm-hmm.
those guys, Filipinos, because it's easy if you have options, and that's just that's how I've seen it and stuff like this. That's why I'm like, saying 30, those 32 to 40. If because have you seen it's been going around the news right now or in the celebrity gossip. Saweetie, right? The rapper Saweetie.
Yeah.
So she's
Mm-hmm.
half Filipino, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen her mom?
I have not. I can Google
So,
search it, but
yeah,
is
yeah,
her
yeah.
mama bad?
So this
I
is what
gotta
I'm
know.
this is what I'm talking about for guy, for the guys listening right now. If you're listening to the podcast instead of watching the video,
Holy
look
shit.
look
That
up
is not her
Saweetie
mom.
the rapper and ask for her mom. Her mom's name is
Trinidad.
Trinidad Valentina or something like that. Valentina Valentino,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's crazy,
This
bro.
is what I'm
That's
talking about. You get a Filipina with
yeah.
some money, a little bit, and then she wants to take care of herself. You invest on, she's gonna take care of herself. The girls I know I've dated and stuff like that. I've dated some really bottom of the barrel, just for fun of it. But when you really date a girl who takes care of herself, I'm talking about laser. They'll work out. They know they have to work harder than their competition. So
So
is
they
it
show
Trinidad
up.
Valentina or Valentina or Valentino?
Valentine. So basically,
It's
it's
Valentine.
without the E. So
Okay.
Valentine without the E. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And,
And so
ooh,
and so, how old is she? How old is this? I mean, let me look it up. This one, just if I can. Does it say how old she is?
uh, I'm trying to get in. Sweetie's in her 20s, I assume. So she
This
might
woman's
be in
got
her
to be in her
40s.
40s. In her 40s, she's got to be in her 40s.
44. 44.
That's what I'm saying. People are missing a lot. 40, 30, mid 30s are gonna work their butts off to be taking care of themselves because they know they have competition. That's why for the guys out there, you want to you want to get in a relationship with a 25-year-old, 24-year-old, go at it. But if you are in your 30s, your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you don't want to have kids, or you just get yourself a
you
30-year-old.
you can't even tell, bro. They look like sisters. I can't. I
Yes.
can't. I can't do this tonight.
So, sorry
Yeah,
for doing that to you, man. I'm sorry
that's
for
that's like
doing that to you, man.
I'm I'm gonna be I'm gonna find Instagram. I'm following immediately. I'm gonna send a message just because I know I'm not gonna get a response. I just don't care. Look, I feel better just saying hi. Just say some Tagalog shit. See if that works. Probably not.
That's what I'm
But
saying,
yeah, man,
man.
she's absolutely adorable. Like shit. Sweetie's okay, man. Her mom,
Her mom,
Sweetie's
her
or Sweetie's just okay. Her mom is
her
that
mom's
chick.
got her mom's
That.
got that Spanish, Chinese, Filipino, like the full mixture Filipina. Like if
Mm-hmm.
there's a photo that where Saweetie was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7. Her
You
mom
look at her
was
killing
like
it.
crazy, you know.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, Sweetie, she fell into
yeah,
this hip hop, and so she's doing all this hair dyeing and all this
of
extra shit.
course.
Cause she got the fucked up thing is she got good hair, so why you need like wigs and shit? I mean, you got that good Spanish hair, girl, like for real. Like, you don't
But yeah,
need to touch your shit. But okay, hey man, industry chicks, man, it is what it is.
so it's
I
just
don't
another
complain.
proof that you need to get
Yeah.
yourself, a girl who's like I'm just saying, man, it's crazy. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and end this conversation and stuff like that. Just so we'll just take it from there, and then so that's it, I guess. Till the next episode.